these are my survival items for the JCR Survival Series on YouTube. I'm going to start out with the mess kit. The mess kit consists of a 5-piece set that is a frying pan, a pot with a little lid, a plate, and a cup. In the pot, when it's all put together, I can fit coffee filters, a pack of matches, and a P51 can opener. Next, I'm going to go to the trioxane tablet. Trioxane tablets are very useful. You barely even strike them with the fire still and they start right up. I mean, they burn so hot that you can't even see the flame. I mean, they're wonderful. They'll get fires going in the middle of the rainstorm. Lighters are a good way too, but this actually keeps a flame. The trash bag. You will not believe how useful a trash bag can be. I mean, most people just overlook them thinking, who needs that for survival? No. They are very useful. I mean, you can cut them in half, use them as shelters. You can use them as sleeping bags. You can use them for anything, really. Well, I'm going to go to flashlights now. I got this one at like a yard sale for like $1. I mean, it's really bright. Press of a button. You don't even need to replace the batteries. Next, I got a little radio flashlight. Works great. I mean, it plays the radio, and you wind it up to charge it. And just a normal flashlight. Next, I'm going to go to water filters. Here's a Life Straw water filter. I mean, they're very good at, I think it's 0.2 microns they can go down to. But I like the Mini Sawyer much better. I mean, you can go to 0.1 microns. It's a beautiful little water filter. I mean, you got your cleaner after you're done to clean it out, and then your little pouch to store the water in. Notepads. Writing keeps your mind off what you're doing. I mean, it keeps it set on. It keeps a positive mindset, which is very good in survival. You never want a negative mindset, or things will not go good. Pencils, of course, for the thing, and for the pads, Sharpie, and a zip tie. I mean, matches. These are stormproof matches. I mean, you can light them and put them in a cup of water. They don't go out. They'll go out, but then right when you pull it out, they'll start right back up. Brand is UCO. They're wonderful. I mean, you can get them at Walmart. I bought 2 packs, and they're $25 in each pack, and you get the case for them, but I really don't need the case. You can get the Coleman case for like 89 cents. Next, a real survival manual. I mean, this is issued by the Army, FM 21-76, a Department of the Army Field Manual. I mean, it's a little out of date, October 1970, but they're still issuing them today, so it's the U.S. Army. Next, toilet paper. I mean, keep it in a plastic bag. You keep it nice and clean. You keep yourself nice and clean. Hygiene is a very important thing in survival. I mean, very important thing. Pack a thing of gloves. I mean, they'll save your hands. I mean, literally. A sewing kit, just in case anything rips. More notepads, just extra. Survival blankets, emergency blankets, thermal blankets, many different names. Very, very nice. I mean, they're cheap. Could be used for a shelter if you have multiple ones. Then I have a nice knife. It has a 550 paracord around it. Very nice tactical knife. I mean, it's very useful. A survival hatchet. This is a true survival hatchet. I mean, it is thin. I mean, less than 1/4 of an inch thick. I mean, it's tiny. Sharp blade, cut through anything, one hit. And it fits in its own little pouch perfectly. A tarp, perfect for shelter. This is a 5 by 7 feet. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it'll get the job done in survival. Knives. A little Gerber knife. I've recleaned the blade and sharpened it back up. I found it metal detecting actually one time. Beautiful knife. A case knife. I mean, this is really just for putting it in your pocket, just for millions of different reasons. Case knives are very nice, very beautifully built. Great knives. Little multi-tool and a knife sharpener. Very handy. A little survival kit. The Coleman ones you get at the store, I'm just going to tell you they stink. They suck. What you got there's plenty of room for other things in it. What I did, I added a couple fish hooks, fishing stinkers, cotton balls, all kinds of different little things to just improve it and keep the original case because it fits in the original case. Next, a compass. Navigation is very important in survival. I mean, very important. I mean, it's how you get around. I mean, you got to know where you got to go. In this little box, I have another survival blanket. I mean, one for shelter, one for actual cover. A tea light candle. Nice light. A 9-volt battery. I mean, out of all things, a 9-volt battery. You can start fires with steel wool and everything. A Bible. I keep a Bible in my book. And water purification tablets. The water filters are probably most likely do you, but just in case you find a bottle, they'll help. Well, and lastly, the backpack. Backpack isn't no special, expensive backpack. It was just a cheap, nicely built, very, very good quality, waterproof backpack. Well, I guess this concludes my survival items for the YouTube channel JCR.